What's up, Meister Village? Your boy Buckmeister, twice the nice that you are used to. Sure, Blanks, and we are here today and we are checking out Onistrelas. So, link in description down below. Please go check it out for yourself first. But yo, let's do it. Let's go. What's goody?
This episode is presented by Pagoda Egg Rolls.
Hey, those look good. I am hungry now. 400 episodes or trailers. That's dope.
After Superman
The whole
Lives
DC
died, Batman v Superman Asylum got locked away, and J.J. Abrams' Superman Flyby crashed down to Earth.
JJ script. That was bomb.
Warner Brothers just kind of snapped and said,
All right, you know what? It. You want to launch a universe? How's this? Superman doesn't want to save people, Batman's a murderer, Wonder Woman's an incel, and Harley Quinn takes 3 movies to break up with Joker who looks like my coke dealer. You all happy now, you You're all fired! I hate my job! I'm gonna go make SpongeBob spin-offs for Paramount Plus! Oh.
the DC Extended Universe. Welcome to the DCEU continuity. That, compared to Marvel's boring but reliable B-student, is a chaotic goth nerd who never lived up to his potential. Cause Warner's does crap like change the title after a movie comes out, cancel films they've already announced, publicly fight their own stars, swap directors mid-production, and release oopsies cuts of their films to win back fans. In the sort of behind-the-scenes drama you get when the closest thing you have to a Feige is Donald Trump's Treasury Secretary. Sheesh, no wonder these guys hated Cyborg. Meet your typical DCEU protagonist, either a naive fish out of water, an angst-fueled warrior made of sadness, or a quippy jokester stuck with Joss Whedon's B material.
My special skills include viola, web design, fluent in sign language.
They're way too powerful to worry about.
Kind of tickles.
But when they're somehow threatened by an irritating little wimp,
Ooh, I love it.
Ow! Wow!
Honka honka!
an army of faceless goons, or an angry lump of CGI,
An angry lump of CGI.
they'll harness the power of creatine to squeeze into a series of costumes so fetishized they should have their own OnlyFans.
Silicon-based quartz sand fabric, abrasion resistant, heat resistant.
My brother, I applaud your choices today. It shouldn't work, but hot damn it does.
Make it through that part of the movie where they lose their powers.
I got the wind knocked out of me. Need a few seconds, that's all.
Murder someone,
You can't leave him like that!
That was not Aquaman's fault, though.
and tease some kind of sequel, character, or spin-off that will never get followed up on.
Shouldn't we have a league of our own?
Oh snap, do you know who that is? That's
Yes.
the next director's problem. In a world dominated by Disney's Mickey Mouse Club, watch DC's effort to set themselves apart. Where Marvel wonders, what if the gods were just like us? DC answers, they're real, and they want nothing to do with you.
I used to want to save the world.
I don't want to be king.
Here's the thing, I can't be here.
Superman was never real. The world.
Instead of adapting the best storylines of their best comics, they'll let the guys behind Blade Trinity and Rise of Skywalker take their best shot. And instead of quipping all the time,
That is America's ass.
everyone talks like a 14-year-old trying to sound badass while they skim a wiki page.
This is Katana. She's got my back. She can cut all
Yeah.
you in half with one sword stroke, just like mowing the lawn. I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
You know, if it's a choice between this and the Clips,
I remember.
then I choose the Airbud franchise. Experience a universe that rests on one amateur bodybuilder's shoulders. Zack Snyder, the inventor of the feature-length movie trailer, Because if trailers have all the coolest shots, then a 4-hour-long trailer would be nothing but awesome. I mean, right, bro? Watch as he reinvents DC's biggest icons by taking all the color out, literally and metaphorically. And whether or not you're on board with this super nihilism, cringe while the studio rips control of his films away, undermines the world he created, and ensures that every fan he made will reflexively hate anything they ever do. You know, I'd expect better from the people in charge of Harry Potter and Game of Thrones. Wait, no I wouldn't. Of course they screwed this up. So before the Flash movie resets the timeline, or gets canceled again, or the star gets canceled again, enjoy superhero movies for the thoughtful enraged troll inside all of us, where the only thing more dysfunctional than what's happening behind the camera is every DC hero's relationship with their parents.
I have to go back.
When I was a kid, my dad traded me for a 6-pack of beer.
Didn't think you were ready for them to see the monster. You are not a monster. It's weird that you thought I meant me.
Mom, it's me.
I had no father. My mother sculpted me from clay, and I was brought to life by Zeus.
Well, that's neat.
Starring MacGuffins.
This is Krypton's future!
The lost trident of Atlan.
The God Killer?
He's after the change engine, his mother box.
We gotta cut her heart out!
A stone started all of this.
The rock was lost.
It's a rock.
Amazing actors given nothing to do.
Oh, wow, they really just vanished. That's rude.
Dumb voiceover.
Some days my childhood feels so very far away. And others, I can almost see it.
Jules Verne once wrote, "Put two ships in the open sea without wind or tide. They will come together."
There were perfect things. Diamond absolutes.
The truest darkness is not the absence of light. It is the conviction that the light will never return.
Bad wigs. The one human being keeping these heroes from becoming complete psychopaths. The director of Wonder Woman. Feud with Warner Brothers. The director of Birds of Prey. Feud with Warner Brothers. The director of Suicide Squad. Feud with Warner Brothers. The director of Aquaman. It's pretty chill with Warner Brothers, actually. And the director of 3 DCEU films. Feud with Warner Brothers. I'm sensing a pattern here. You know, they should let Warner Brothers direct the movies. That way everything can be Space Jam 2. Crisis for Infinite Dorks. So many of these movies have a scene where the hero is learning to fly but can't quite get off the ground. What a perfect metaphor. Hey, Screen Junkies. In Batman's one-man quest to fight crime, how many horrible crimes does he commit himself? And does one of them violate the Geneva Convention? Yes. In a new video, we did the math on Batman's crimes harder than Oracle on tax day. Click the thumbnail on the right to watch it now. This episode is presented by Pagoda. Put the egg rolls in. What if I told you that you can like both Marvel and DC? It's not like my comment isn't clever, it's just that other comments are better than mine. Say something, I'm giving up on you, DC.
I mean, superheroes routinely break the law because they have to. Like, Spider-Man is a lawbreaker if we're going by those rules. Iron Man breaks the laws all the time. The Avengers break international laws. I don't know. Everybody just kind of hones in on, but like the Batman love train is cool because everybody loves Batman, but the Batman hate train is equally cool. Well, I guess that's what you want for a character, for people to equally, unequivocally love and hate the character. Oh, you know, but I mean, you can still love a character while calling out the BS, I guess. But that aside, talking about what happened here, YIKES. They just ripped a new one into the DCEU. Oof. I think the problem is Warner Brothers, actually, if we're being honest here, because I mean they're the common denominator. I know a lot of people want to hate on Joss Whedon because I didn't hate on Joss Whedon, but like Warner Brothers, I just feel like the progression of events when it comes to what I heard about Joss Whedon, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, maybe it shouldn't have gone to his head, but if you get a whole company buttering you up and like, and just feeding your ego to say that you're the only one that can save this franchise now that Zack Snyder is gone, and they just give him free reign or whatever. I'm just saying, like, for it to go to his head, maybe it shouldn't have, but I understand why it did. But like Warner Brothers has just been terrible with their management and all of that stuff. So that being said, the movies do have some merits. Like they're not completely washes, but in my opinion, they do pale in comparison to Marvel films. Just simply because, from a story writing and consistency standpoint, like the Superman that you get in Man of Steel and the Superman that you get in Batman versus Superman, they end up feeling like two different Supermen, if that makes sense. The Batman that you get in Batman v Superman and the Batman that you get in the Justice League, they don't feel the same. It feels like it's whiplash. Cause I don't know how you go from hating Superman 1 minute and you're prepared to kill him to the next minute where you're feeling all sorts of terrible about this thing, when I mean, he did kind of prove your point or whatever, and I get like you would feel some type, but I don't understand why you would feel the guilt, because you didn't, like, Batman didn't kill Superman in the end of Batman v Superman. That was Lex Luthor's monster thing that killed. If anything, Batman's device was the thing that saved the day. Anyway, yeah, my point being is that I feel like the worst thing to happen to the DCEU was just the way they wrote the stories and everything. I think like the casting was good. I think like some of the ideas were good. And like individual shots when you watch them by themselves for a lot of those movies, even the James Wan movie, which I know I didn't like personally because I thought it was all over the place. Jason Momoa was cool. I just think DCEU had a hard time reining everything in because I think the executives at Warner Brothers, they panicked. I think because for a long time DC was running the comic book scene for a long time. Like DC properties were running the comic book scene. I mean, if you go from Superman, the original Superman, to if you go all the way to like, I know people didn't really. Yeah, what's this, Josh? What is it? No, why am I saying Josh Keaton? That's the wrong. Michael Keaton. There we go. Yeah, Michael Keaton, to the Michael Keaton Batman, and then I know people are mixed on the Joel Schumacher Batman's. Well, Batman and Robin is universally horrible as far as I know, but it's still hilarious. But then you get to the Dark Knight trilogy. DC properties were running the comic book scene for a long time, and then Marvel had their breakout, and the Marvel executives did panic. It was not all smooth sailing. I mean, Iron Man 2 did happen, and Iron Man 2 was not a terrible movie, but like that was an example of people panicking before they knew they had something. So coming back to DC for a second, yeah, I think that's what happened. I think that the Warner Brothers just panicked and panicked and panicked, and they just tried to make everything and throw everything in and take every idea, and it didn't work. And like their smaller movies look like they're working now, so I guess we'll just see how it goes. But what do you think, Master Bill? Let me know in the comment section down below. Please, talk to your boy. I went on a whole soliloquy. Even my camera cut out. But if you're at this point in the video, I want to say thank you so much for getting to this point in the video. You are spectacular. If you really like this video, I got another one up here. I got a playlist down there, and I got an icon you can click on to subscribe. Remember to ring the bell if you do subscribe. Hit that like and that share if you do subscribe, and I'll see you all in another video because Masterman's got to be out. Peace.